Hello and welcome to the basics. Happy Math Monday out there. Hope everyone enjoyed their holiday. And last week I know we didn't do a video, but I still did a Math Monday. I put a problem on Facebook and on Instagram in regards to working overtime. But before we get into the problem, let me get this YouTube housekeeping out the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the videos, and also leave comments. You can send me an email or contact email, or even send me a text at what's the phone number? 401-259-9619. You can send me a text, email, or anything like that. But I didn't do a video last week, but it was just a problem in regards to working overtime. Overtime is the standard overtime in the country is if you work over 40 hours, you get time and a half. So you get your straight time is considered whatever they say they pay you for an hour. And this problem, I said it was $25 an hour, and I also said you worked 42 hours and 30 minutes. So the thing was, I wanted to see if people knew how to work with time. You know, because 30 minutes is 1/2 of an hour. So just wanted to make sure that people knew how to calculate that. So I'll get into the overtime problem pretty quick. And again, make sure that you share these videos. If you're a parent, share these with the kids. Kids, if you see this, discuss this with your parents. And always talk math at the household a little bit, and because we use math every day, whether you realize it or not, you use math every day. All right. So the problem that I posted last week was if you worked 42 hours and 30 minutes at 25. I'll put the pay rate first. So a pay rate is dollars per hour. Hold on 1 second. Phone ringing. It's all right. All right, so we had $25 an hour. So 25, I'll put the dollar sign here, and I'll per hour. So a couple of things that I'll get into real quick. So if it says $25 per hour, that's 1 hour. Even though we don't put a 1 there, that's kind of how we write it. You can write the word per, or you can put that's a division symbol. So $25 per hour. And so that's the pay rate. And we worked, that's the pay rate. That's our rate. Okay. And then the time was 42 hours. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes is 1/2 of an hour. So I'm gonna directly make that, I'm gonna say 42.5 hours. 42.5 hours. Okay, 0.5 out of an hour. So the first 40 hours was at your standard pay rate at $25 an hour. Now the overtime rate is usually time and a half. So they call it time and a half. So it would be 1.5 times the 25. So that's the overtime rate. But let's get the 40 hours out of the rate. So for $25 an hour times 40 hours, that would give us our regular standard 40-hour pay. We do that first, and then we add the overtime because it's at a different rate. So quickly, I just do $25. I'm gonna write it in a fraction so you can kind of see. You're gonna see so you can see the time count for 1 hour. $25 per hour times 40 hours. All right, 40 hours. Hours cancel out. Now, so it's basically 25 times 40. We could do that manually, just to kind of make sure you can use a calculator or do it manually. I'll use a calculator today, but you should try to do it manually for a while and before you start using a calculator, so you can get used to doing your multiplication. 5 times 40. So for 40, that's $1,000. It's $1,000. So that's what your regular check would be. But you stay 2.5 hours at a different pay rate. So first, this is your $1,000. All right. I hope you guys are comfortable with that at this point. If not, we got multiplication videos where I literally work them out. Okay, so now time and a half was 2.5 hours. So we worked 2.5 hours, but the pay rate is different. It increased by a half. So instead of 20, you would multiply 25 times 1.5. That's what the time and a half represents. So let's see what the hourly rate is. So let's take our 25 and multiply it by 1.5. Okay. Again, I'm using a calculator today, but it's basically 25 times 25 itself plus half of what 25 is. So I know that half of 25 is 1250. So if I add that on, it's 3750. So I'm gonna skip to that real quick. Now that's your pay rate per hour in overtime. Okay, so 25, this is dollars, don't forget your units, times 1.5 is 3750, times 2.5 hours. So you just take the 3750 and you multiply that by 2.5. Times 2.5 hours, that's what that is. So again, take your calculator. Always, you clear everything out. So we do 3750 times 2.5. Remember, the 0.5 represents the 30 minutes. 93.75. So now, kids, you know why your parents say when they want to work their overtime, they're getting paid more. So yeah, I know it's less time at the house and less time with your parents, but they're trying to get the bills paid. So again, that's 93.75. 93.75. All right, don't forget that's the dollars. And all you do is add the 93.75, add the 1,000. So I'll put the 1,000, I'll bring the 1,000 down here. Okay. Remember, you still have to line it up. $1,000, I didn't say any cents. So don't forget and don't shift anything, because you're gonna have, okay? So you should be able to add 1,000 to 93.75. It's 1,000, 93.75. Do not forget to get in the habit of circling your final answers for yourself and for your teacher. That's it. Now we know how to do some overtime. Sometimes most places pay overtime in or you get paid in 15-minute segments. So it'll be like if you work 15 minutes, that's 1/4 of an hour. So that would be 0.25 hours. Or 45 minutes would be 0.75 hours. So if you guys got any questions, make sure you leave it in the comments. I'll answer the questions, and don't forget to send me an email, and also send me things what you would like for me to cover. All right, so you guys enjoyed. Let's enjoy this holiday season. Be patient with everyone. Make sure you stay kind, and I will see you next week.